Mhm. Hello, it's me, LHMusic. Welcome to another edition of What Do We Learn for this week? And here's what we learn: a little bit of news, and these two are being missed. Marie Bauer, and so is Tracy from the VA, and that's why I read an email about this one. So you just had to trust me about that as far as we're concerned. So uh, who knows? Can be civilized. So here's what we learned for this week about yeah, James Tarico. Oh God, this is just you might think he's so smart. He's a Presbyterian. Say something very stupid about this. Well, who knows? Could be civilized about. Oh God, what comes next on a list of things about non-binary, LGBTQXYZ thing? I mean, I tell you, I know it's Pride Month, whatever it is. And you know why? Because it pays to be nice to people or whatever happens. You just have to trust us about that as well. So who knows can be civilized? Well, that's the problem about this. Anyways, oh God. Anyways, what do we learn about, yeah, this one? Well, you don't want to know about this night, this, yeah, ridiculous, uh, yeah, let's see. Henry Nowak murder case tries to resign this very intensive, damning arrested footage and could be life challenging. But this one, yeah, you just remember that white teenager headed for home in the Southampton suburbs in England because last year, because by a knife wielding Sikh knight named Vikram Digwa, and that's why the attacker stabs Nowak several times, and you have no objection whatsoever. But what about the police? Police has responded to this one. Well, who knows? Can be civilized about this one. So you just have to trust me about this, for as we concerned about that as well. Anyways, but according to BBC News, and so is GB News on YouTube, and has the reports about all this when hundreds of protesters swarmed into the police station in Southampton last Tuesday, and just remember, reimagine activist Tommy Robinson stresses to his fellow protesters that you know who the public doesn't want the officers to involve to resign this. Well, I guess you ought to know by now. And what about Scott Pelley that we learned about that? That CBS News, the liberal, just fired Scott Pelley. Yeah, that's why he tries to dump on Barry Weiss. Yeah, you know the blogger from Free Press joins editor in chief at CBS News, the liberal. Well, who knows can be civilized. I wonder why that James Tarico has a secret personal life and he's not convincing. Talk about barbecue, barbecue dinner in Texas. Try to be a vegan or anything else can be civilized. It's not going to work that way. No way. Trust us about that as well. Well, I guess you don't want to know about. Who knows? Get civilized. And take it from there. So who knows? Keep civilized. Anyways, American Idol winner Hannah Harper stuns in a Grand Ole Opry debut. Wow, that's that's why according to Blaze Media and so is iHeartRadio website, and she's a winner this year's American Idol, and of course has a magical milestone last night. And I'm to tell you this, it's all good. You know what I'm talking about. And also, what do we learn for this week? I'll tell you what we learned because I went to St. Cecilia's Cathedral last night for this ordination mass. And guess what? Marie, this is her last rehearsal last Tuesday night because Marie Bauer. You know, here's my observation. You have no clue whatsoever about Marie Bauer, and I have no clue. That's why I met her along with, you guessed it, Michael Bauer from St. Andrews and Andrews Episcopal Church. That's why I try to sing with Nola and rest of my resurrected singers, teaming up with Eric Manley from Omaha Symphonic Chorus. And I meant to say this is all good, what I'm saying about that as well. Well, who knows who's last? Because this is her last one at St. Cecilia's, because I'll be missing, yes, Marie Bauer, and she's a organist and music director at St. Cecilia's, and I'm be surprised about this because this Saturday I gotta sing. This is Marie Rubies Bauer's last time at St. Cecilia, so who knows can be civilized about that as well. So kudos to Marie Rubies Bauer as well. And finally, Tracy, I read an email this morning that she's been moving on to the Fisher House at the VA hospital. Oh my God, with Jennifer. Jennifer and I am so surprised about this one. That's why she's been here while I was getting started as a volunteer housekeeper slash volunteer ambassador at the VA. You can sit inside the kitchen or downstairs in the basement at ACC. And I meant to tell you this. It's all good. Believe it or not, it was. It was. And I meant to tell you this. It's gonna be huge. Trust us. So have no object. Rest of my VA friends missed. Especially Michael is pretending looks like a toddler. I have no clue whatsoever. So who knows could be civilized. That could be life challenging, is it? Well, I guess you all don't know by now, but who knows? Anyways, I will email right back to Tracy and later on today, and I'm gonna be one of these days, Tracy. I'll be seeing you. Thank God Michael is here. Whatever it is. Anyway, Michael, yes, and so is Dave and Cynthia and Heather. Yeah, who knows? Give us some likes. Anyways, that's it for now. For what do we learn for this week? So here's my reminder to all of you people out there, because you're inside my world on the website. LH Music's World. LH Music's World is the website for politics all the way up to pop culture. And I'll be posted it on my website, lhmusicsworld.weebly.com, and so is my Facebook page as well. And don't forget, I am back to normal size at 4:30 because guess what? I got rehearsal at Resurrection next Wednesday for the Bishop's visit. I'm celebrating 40th years, and you have no clue whatsoever. But you know everything about that, do you? But who knows? Can be civilized. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's gonna be LH Music's World Wednesdays. It's gonna be on at 4:30 because next Wednesday it's gonna be 1 hour, 4:30 to 5:30, only on YouTube because I'll be at Two Space Podcast Studios at 72nd and Dodge Street in the heart of Omaha, Nebraska, and take it from there. So who knows? Give me some likes. Anyways, make sure you better Facebook and follow LH Music on my social media websites, from Facebook all the way up to you know who, Parlor, and you know my username LH Music Time, and that's all I can say. Anyways, I gotta go, and I'm out the door. By the way, no Martina. She's right up there. Well, whatever. Yeah, I know. Anyways, I gotta go. Anyway, I'll see you on Wednesday. See you on next Wednesday for LH Music's World Wednesdays at 4:30 live on YouTube. I'll be at Do Space Podcast Studios at 72nd Dodge. Trust us. And come back again next Thursday for another edition of What Do We Learn for This Week from YouTube Studios. And until we meet again, LH Music's about to sign off. Go Gospel Saints. We salute all of you, America, out there. See ya. And I'm out. Take care. Bye-bye.